Nothing. There's a common theme with tour. Let me just break it down. On tour,
I'm recording, but just for levels.
On tour, you either eat smartly, wisely, or you eat from your heart.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Now, what I mean is, like, there's limited places where you can, feel comfortable after you've eaten a heavy meal on tour. Normally you go to a place like French Laundry or whatever, and you can spend a good, 2 days at your house dealing with that. But on tour you can't. So Larissa and I, Larissa's a pescatarian,
Hi.
and I am not a vegetarian. I eat whatever, but I try to eat more vegetarian on tour for safety. We eat safely.
For safety? What do you mean by that? Have you gotten sick, or...?
Just because the upset stomach is, a common theme of tour. So we try to, be smart about that.
There's, few places to relieve yourself.
Yes. Oh my god. But these boys,
especially
they love spicy meat.
they eat the most disgusting shit. For instance,
you went there for the first
Montreal, the home of poutine, which I tried for the first time, it's delicious, I'll be honest.
Where did you have it from?
What was that place called?
Went to the Maine.
The Maine. Aaron had a meat platter.
I shared it.
You did not? Oh, you did.
Yeah, I did with Burned.
A meat platter with poutine?
With poutine. Instead of fries, you can poutine your fries for $3.
So you're having a balanced meal, your meat and your veg.
Whereas
and meats.
Whereas Larissa and I had vegetables and stuff.
Yeah,
and it's two different styles, I also, in LA, where I live, I eat a lot of fresh vegetables because I garden all my own food and I cook all my own food.
Oh wow, that's great. So what's growing in your garden?
For instance, eggplant, tomatoes, arugula, chard, cucumbers, chives, basil, etc. And I just eat a lot of fresh vegetables. And so I know when I go on tour, I have to kind of replicate my diet at home or else I'm going to be kind of ill. And so it just requires trying to find places that have salads and natural foods and stuff. And sometimes it's a super scavenger hunt,
Yeah, so what's the furthest you've had to go out of the way to find fresh food like that?
Dude, hours.
Have you taken any really big tea tours on the last, you said 5 stops you've been on?
Well, I'm kind of at their will because I'm their guest. So
you guys all eat together then?
A lot of the time we eat together.
You can go to other places.
A lot of the time we eat together.
Yeah.
Just for the camaraderie of it, we actually still enjoy each other's company.
Yeah.
Tonight we all had Thai.
I enjoy their company because they're Canadian and Canadians are really nice.
You guys are from Canada?
Yeah, me and Aaron are.
Oh, okay. I'm actually really interested what Canadian specialties are because the last time I interviewed an artist from Canada, he just said poutine and pogos.
It depends where you go.
It depends where you go. We're from the West Coast, so it's pretty West Coast. Yeah.
What's on the West Coast?
And lots of Vietnamese food and Thai food. It's really good.
Oh, like Vancouver or something.
Yeah, Vancouver.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
okay.
Vancouver.
You're from Vancouver.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
They have
Cool.
good food there.
Mm-hmm.
Real good food.
And just every sort of food, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in Vancouver, if a friend were visiting you, either of you in Vancouver, what's the one place you would recommend for them to go to?
I actually really like a place called Les Faux Bourgeois, which is a French-themed restaurant, because I like French food. Yeah, fancy cheese, fish, yummy meat things.
It's interesting, Larissa, that you mentioned that. Because my favorite place to go in Los Angeles, not exactly for food, but for booze and food after, is Tex, which is a French restaurant in Los Angeles.
Oh yeah, I've been there once.
Been
before.
there since
Just
the
for
30s.
drinks. I haven't eaten, but
I've eaten there too.
we
And
were right by there, where our bus was parked last time under that underpass when we played at the
Tex?
the Echoplex, yeah. Tex,
Echoplex.
they pour you really stiff drinks.
right across from probably where you guys had breakfast.
Okay.
The Bright Spot.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That place is weird. But Tex is this amazing place in Los Angeles where you can get a really stiff drink and you can kind of eat for free. It's what me and my friends do when we're broke. Is you can go in there and order a stiff drink and then be I'll have the crudité, and it's free kind of.
What? How? Why?
You just are I don't know. You just ask it in a certain way.
Huh. Is this like izakaya where
You're
the
lying.
preference
You're
is
just
basically
lying.
on the booze and then the
Yes,
side dish,
yes,
they bring you
yes.
lots of side dishes?
There's just a certain way to ask. I can show you.
I can't do it.
Later.
I know for sure I can't do
No,
that.
you can do it.
Really?
You just try
Okay.
next time.
So you guys have
Where's the
been
lipstick? Next time you ask.
Just put it on right before you say the thing.
Yeah, like while they're walking
While you're
up,
saying
just like
it?
kind of like. Yeah, something like that.
So you guys have been touring together for the last few weeks.
They have, but I actually just joined.
You just joined.
Yeah.
So who makes the decisions of where to go to eat? Is that a group decision?
Unanimous.
Very democratic.
Yeah. Like, you know, sometimes, like last night, Tom was leaning towards one thing and I was leaning towards another, and I knew I wasn't going to go to eat at the meat place. So we stepped out on the sidewalk after like an hour and a half of deliberating, and then I was just like, "You're going to go to this place, aren't you?" He's like, "Yep." I'm like, "I'm going to go to this
That's
other
why
place."
it takes so long to
Yeah.
pass like education bills and all this
Yeah.
stuff. It's very slow.
No, we can
I know
decide.
what to eat.
Very
Yeah.
slow. Yeah. So we went to like some like vegan like Mediterranean place. It was really good.
Yesterday in
In
Canada.
Montreal. Yeah.
Panther Merit, the Green Panther.
Yeah, super delish.
So are there particular countries that you've really enjoyed traveling to eat their cuisine?
China was so good. China had like the best food of like any place I've been so far, like touring, honestly.
So what did you have in China that was so spectacular?
The Yunnanese cuisine, which is like Yunnan province. It's like pickled vegetables and like soups and like really fresh fish and stuff, and like I was like blown away. It's like kind of like the best food I've had on tour, like. Because, you know, when you go to Europe, it's a lot of bread and cheese. And when you're sitting in a bus or a van for a long time, the last thing you want is, like, bread. And the cool thing about, like, Asian cuisine, which is, like, where, you know, the kind of food that they have in Vancouver is, like, it's like protein. It's, like, light, too, you know? So, yeah, Asia's pretty dope for food.
Cool. Is there a particular place you would recommend, or is it just whatever's local?
They're all good. When we were in Beijing, it's like every place we went to was
It's all good, it's true.
same with Shanghai. It's like every place is pretty good.
Do you guys know how to order in Chinese?
No, we had for those places we had like a
Guide.
guide.
Oh, nice.
And Uyghur food was really cool.
The Uyghur food is
Lots of
super
Chinese
good. With the pulled noodles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I know that the last record or release that you came out with, Gems, was
Yeah, the
released
compilation.
solely in Japan,
Yeah.
right? Was there like a particular connection you had with like Japanese culture, or like was it just a distribution
I'm
thing?
a little obsessed with Japanese culture. Not in like a weird sense where I like know everything about it, but just like I don't know, I have like a strong musical connection to Japan. I don't know, I really love a lot of Japanese music, and I feel like the people like who run the record label that I work with out there like really understand my stuff, and so we just kind of collaborate on like virtually everything. Yeah.
Well, is there any place in Japan that you'd like to go to when you're
Yeah, Big Love
traveling there?
Records it's actually a store, and it's really cool because they have like it's like a record store, but it's also like a hangout spot. They have tables, they have IPA, like one special brand of IPA that they serve there, and it's like super good, and they have like music videos playing in the store and music, and like it's like a hangout spot. Yeah, and it's in Harajuku.
Oh, cool. What about food-wise?
Honestly, we ate at so many places I couldn't really say. The thing about Japan is like you can get good food at like a convenience store. I mean, it's like some of the best food I had was like at the airport. I mean, that's what's crazy about Japan.
I was amazed too. The last time I flew to Japan, the food I had on the plane was like the best airplane food I've ever had. It was really good.
I know.
Cool.
They really have their stuff figured out as far as cuisine.
So when perfect segue. So when you guys start picking places to eat, is it just like Yelp or local person, or how do you figure out where to go?
Usually ask someone.
Yeah. Ask a local person.
Yeah.
Ask somebody who works at the club or whatever.
Okay.
Place nearby.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And you mentioned, so you're from LA, and I think you mentioned one place. Did you say it was called Tex?
Tex is where I go to drink. Yeah.
Okay. What about for food?
I mean, it sounds lame, but I go to Little Tokyo. I mean, Japanese food in LA is insane.
Last time I was in LA, I went to Maragume, the udon place. Do you know it?
I don't know that place.
It's basically they make like the udon from scratch.
Wait, what's it called?
Maragume? Yeah. Basically, they have like guys on show that will pull the noodles and cut
Yeah,
it.
there's a place
It's great.
there. Yeah, there's like Daikokuya is really good for ramen. Sushigen is really good for sushi. And I go to like Suhiro a lot, which is like a diner that has like classic like Japanese like bento boxes and stuff like that, where you can just like get a really cheap like bento box. And I don't know, Japanese food to me is like the best.
Do you guys agree?
Yeah,
Oh,
Japanese
yeah.
food's really good.
We eat sushi, I was just saying, like 3 times a week in Vancouver at least. It's cheap
really?
and plentiful and really tasty.
You're so
But when we're in
Yeah.
the States, when
Yeah,
we
what's-
first got in the States, I ate Mexican food till I couldn't do it
Yeah,
anymore.
we don't have really good Mexican food
No.
in Canada.
But we don't have very good Mexican food here in
I
Boston.
did, just like next door. Actually,
Oh.
I had
The Salvadorian.
That was like
Salvadorian,
Salvadorian,
So
yeah.
yeah, I had pupusas.
But when we were in Chicago, I think I ate Mexican food twice a day for 4 days in a row, and then I couldn't move for 4 more days.
All right.
It was worth it though. It's really worth it.
I actually make a lot of Mexican food in my house, and I make it like in a style where you can like eat it every day.
Yeah.
But like I feel like
Lots of
trucks and
veggies.
stuff is like
It's,
There's
well,
that truck near the Echoplex.
portions are so big.
Taco
too.
Zone?
Yeah.
that's the shit.
It's good.
The portions
Taco
are so
Zone,
big.
it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know about
That's,
Taco
no,
Zone?
I don't
bro?
know it. Where's
I didn't
this?
Try that place.
Taco Zone.
They actually got a crazy thing. They got Mexican poutine there.
What? What's
Wait,
on that?
what are you talking about?
Is it
The
like
truck, they
taco
got Mexican
seasoning?
poutine.
At Taco Zone?
Yeah, that truck that's like right beside the like gas station.
Oh, you're talking about Flamin'.
Maybe.
Talking about Flamin'.
Yeah.
Wait,
probably.
where's this? Sorry, I missed that part.
In Echo Park, there's a basically like a weird like just like constellation of taco trucks, and the place that he's talking about that makes Mexican poutine is called Flamin', with an N and an apostrophe.
Okay.
Flamin', and it's in a car wash, and it has like lots of different kinds of like.
Maybe. Not sure.
It's like a car wash. It's on the corner of like Sunset. It's like all lit up.
No, this is just like a RV that's right past the bridge near that like diner. It's right across from the car wash. Or something. Right across from a hotel or something like that.
Bright
Like
spot.
if
Okay, but next time going
Oh,
to
sorry,
LA,
sorry, I'm
look for
obsessing about it.
Mexican poutine.
Look for Mexican poutine.
Mexican food. Well, don't. Like, this is Mexican food. It's really good in LA, too.
Right, right. Cool. Well, I guess I just have one last question, and I asked this to all the artists I interview, and actually because you guys are in 2 different bands, maybe it's worth asking you individually. So, if you went to a restaurant and were to order your band name, How to Dress Well, or Nite Jewel off the menu, what would that dish be? Maybe you could guess it for one another or something.
We're gonna miss pupusas, man.
Go get the poo.
Larissa, your turn. Answer.
Nite Jewel.
No, answer for yourself. Answer for yourself. We don't
Tom
know each
should
other
answer
that
this
well.
question.
What is it?
Yeah.
If How to Dress Well were on a menu in a restaurant, what would that dish be? Tom Crow.
That's actually a really good question.
All right, so it would be like,
Peach is interested.
check it out. So it would be. It'd be like 3 courses.
Okay, you could do a full course meal.
First course would be a warm bowl of milk. Just a real small, super thin layer of milk in a warmed bowl.
Fucking disgusting.
Which animal?
Huh?
Cow?
And a cat licks it up. You don't eat it. It's just a cat licking up milk. Very cute. Second
Visual course.
Second course.
You don't actually eat it in this menu.
No, you don't eat it at all at this restaurant. It's a very progressive restaurant. Second course is a baby sleeping with a baby pug.
Oh.
Yeah. Third course though,
Where's the food element?
there's no food in this menu.
Okay.
Third course, the roof rips off the restaurant, and there's a fucking crazy fireworks show.
A fireworks show.
Yeah, we got to get the baby and the dog
Everyone's
away.
starving the whole time.
To be honest, it's not a restaurant.
Distracting.
Doesn't sound like a restaurant.
Interactive movie.
It's a movie. It's a mood-vie.
It's virtual
It's a
reality.
movie.
I think you're onto something there.
Yeah.
Nite Jewel's restaurant is called Slow Jams, with a Z at the end, and
It's just jams.
and at the restaurant they only serve food that takes a really long time to make,
Oh, like slow
and
cooking.
and the waiting staff, like the whole service is like really slow too. So like you get to the table, it takes a long time to get there, and like the staff is just like, hey. And Sade is playing, and then the first course is like, you know, jam and pickled stuff, and Then there's like soup and like braised meats. It's all super slow, super chill. And that's the Nite Jewel meal.
Main course is an egg that cooks in lukewarm water.
Sounds a little bit more laid back than the How to Dress Well restaurant.
Yeah, I work in a cheese shop in Vancouver. So
No way.
whenever I'm on tour, I like to check out local cheese. That's what I do.
Wow.
I just go to the grocery store and buy cheese.
Oh, okay. Did you guys get to go to Cardullo's?
No.
Or do you know about it?
Is that here?
Next time you come to town, it's in Harvard Square.
Okay.
But they sell a lot of specialty cheeses there.
I'll check it
What's
out.
the name of the place that you work
It's
at?
called
in
Les
Vancouver?
Amis du Fromage.
Nice and French. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.